Hi, we're Pastor Dave and Dee Dee Thompson from Gateway Ministries in Golden, Colorado. We are actually Casper and Cheryl's pastors.
They not only attend our church, but you know what else they do? They conduct marriage workshops, they conduct retreats, and they provide marriage counseling for our whole church family. Very powerful and life-changing.
If we want a good marriage, you walk into that marriage because it's already a good marriage. You just have to walk in the way to make it a good marriage. It's almost as simple as that. The thing that complicates it is us. But we're the complication, not God, not Jesus. They got it all figured out. We win. Skip to the end of the book. We win. If you skip to the end of your marriage book, you win. The only way you don't win is if you put yourself in the middle of it. But if you get yourself out of it and put God and Jesus in it, it's over. You win.
You don't need to mad.
No.
You don't need to fuss. You don't need to fight. Jesus sees, hears, and knows all things. And he knows whatever trigger, whatever brokenness is happening in your spouse that may be hindering him. He knows when the enemy is influencing them to stumble, causing your spouse to stumble. He knows all that. So when you speak life instead of death, you will get the result of life instead of death.
We just got back from a couple of weeks ago filming and appearing on their TV show for season 2, Winning with Love.
Wow.
Their TV studios are in Dallas, Texas.
And what phenomenal facilities. They're just tremendous. Tune in and watch their TV show and make sure to have them host a marriage retreat or seminar at your church.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to IAM Love Builders. We are your hosts, Casper and Cheryl Stockham, and we are so happy to have you with us today. If today is your first time, we welcome you. We're glad to have you.
Yep.
And if you have been here before, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. We'd like to give a great big shout out to our broadcast partners. Thank you. So glad to have you. I Am Love Builders is a show that's dedicated to all things dealing with relationships and communication. We would like for your marriage, your relationship to be strong and healthy and filled with life and vitality. We would like to see you become a love builder. We are so enthused because we believe that if you are not having fun, you are not doing it right.
You know, folks, for this show, you want to ask or be prepared to ask a lot of questions because we have a special MVP guests with us today, and they're experts in the area that we're going to introduce. And trust me, you're going to want to ask some questions. So it's going to be a fun show. And we give a shout out to our sponsors. So we have a TV show called Winning with Love. It's on Zandra TV Network. And in the second season, so season 1 and 2, season 1 was about couples, but season 2, we opened it up for singles. Yeah, so we had couples and singles on season 2, and you can get that show streaming right now on Zandra TV Network, Zondra TV Network, and you can find that on Roku, Apple, Amazon Fire streaming platforms. Yeah, that too. So we also have a lot of media services we provide through Zondra TV Network. We have TV advertising, pay-per-view platforms, TV and music, movie production and promotion. All that is available through that media services. We also have a micro network. So if you have a current podcast or documentary or something like that that's on YouTube, for example,
Right.
you can put that on our micro network and get access to over 850 million homes via the Zondra TV network platform. So that's something to consider. The show and I have written several books. Our latest book was called The Marriage Constitution. Super excited about that book. It's a hardcover book, and it's 250 plus pages of information. And all of our books are available on Amazon, but they're also available in an audio version of the book. And they're also available in 5 different languages. I believe by the end of the month, it's going to be 5 different languages. So that's pretty cool. All right. And we want everyone watching or later watching the
This episode, all of our episodes.
We want you to become love builders. And it's really simple. It's free. It takes about a minute. But this is the pledge. And we want you to become a love builder and pledge to do these things. I'm not going to go through each one individually, but it's a simple request. And Cheryl and I are love builders. We want you to become love builders as well. And we want you to join our Facebook group, Most Valuable Partner Network. It's also a free group you can join, and we just download a bunch of training and information on there as far as the marriage bill of rights is there, the survey, and so forth. A lot of free resources are there. And then take it to the next level, you can join our Love Hub. There's a cost for that, but we put all of our information into the Love Hub. So that will be the place to go for sure. And our sponsors for this episode are Miracle Pay, POS stands for point of sale system. And they actually allow you to use your crypto to buy stuff at the point of sale. But most of the Miracle Pay terminals are overseas. So we also have another sponsor that's called Nectar Pay. And Nectar Pay is a US based company, and you can do the same thing. You can make purchases using the at the Nectar Pay terminals or the businesses that have Nectar Pay. All right. So we are excited to bring to you another show. And this show is going to be a little spicy, so we might want to
We like spicy though.
turn the fan on. And it's going to be an exciting show. But yeah, the main thing for us going forward these days is to become a love builder, really, because all the things we've done, we're authors and speakers and trainers, and we have workshops. We just came back from Philadelphia a couple months ago, and we are Guinness Book World Record attendees for that event, which was successful. So we broke the record for the most authors signing a book simultaneously.
Yeah.
But with all those titles, really for us,
the main thing is that love. Love is the core for everything.
Love is the core for everything. So for us, we're just about building love. And it's simple for us because all you have to do is take the pledge. Just go to our website, IamLoveBuilders.net. There's a banner right at the top of the page, and just click on that. It takes about a minute, and you can become a love builder. You're going to get some stuff emailed to you. You're going to get a certificate. You're going to get a plaque you can put on the wall. You're going to get a badge that you can share on social media if you like. You're also going to get a personalized video from us. Welcome you to the Love Builder family. There's one other thing. What is it? Oh, there's a wallet, a little wallet Love Builder card, just to remind you that you are a love builder, right? So all those things are really exciting. We're super excited to be able to bring that to you, and it's all free. Takes about a minute, so there's really no reason for anyone to not become a love builder today.
As a matter of fact, that's all the tools that we present to you. All the information is to help you to become a better love builder.
Yeah.
And so take that pledge and become a love builder.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to bring on our special guest. And like I said, you might want to just turn up the air conditioner or the fan, put the fan on, because
it's going to be hot.
Going to be hot. All right, we'll be right back in just a moment. I like playing that video. It's fun. Having fun with AI.
Yes, it is.
Even though those images don't look anything like us.
Mine looks exactly like me.
All right. Well, good for you. Mine doesn't, but yeah, I'll get over it. All right, so we're gonna bring on our special guests. We have Bobbie and Jenny, and pronounce your last name for us.
Bingham.
Bingham. Okay. Yep. Yep. And so I met Jenny online several months ago, and we were talking, and I said, got to have you guys on the show. I said, but would your husband join us on the show? And she said, yeah, sure. you will."
First, it's kind of we'll see. We'll touch around the wall, see how that becomes.
Yeah. So welcome, Bobbie. Thank you for joining us on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So this is a relationship show, and we're going to get into some of the help that you provide, Jenny, for couples and just individuals, I guess. But before we do that, we want to hear about your story. You know, how did you guys meet? Tell us some of that stuff.
How much time do we have?
We got 54 minutes.
More than enough. More than enough.
It was definitely God.
Okay.
Amen.
We were put together at a time where we were finally ready for each other,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a supernova. It was absolutely amazing.
So on my side, I got out of a relationship that I thought was going to be forever. I was
Mhm.
set and we're ready. Everything was logical. Everything was traditional. Everything fit the box check and everything. As though we figured, but it didn't work out that way. And then we disconnected so dramatically that negative just came in. It's like, whoa, okay, we have to take a step back. We have to realize this is just not going the way it needs to go or should go. So we completely separated. Now I wrote down a list of everything I wanted in my ideal other half, down to the point of, James Bond movies.
Yeah.
When he sees they're across the room, crowded, and he has a wine glass and nods, and the crowd separates, and he walks toward her. I was thinking, I wrote that. Could you imagine this? Me writing that. Oh, that's how we're going to meet. It didn't happen that way. But I would repeat the things that I wrote down in a list. And what came down to is the values, the most important points. So the respect, the love, the caring, the playfulness, me. And I always said it, me perfect for him,
Mm-hmm.
perfect for me. And him, I don't want to be running around anywhere.
Yeah.
And those were my thoughts, because I was ready to be single for years and years and years. I was like, no, I'm going to stay clear. I'm going to just do what I need to do. There you go. I surrendered.
Yeah, I've been there. So, okay, so all that was going on. So how did you guys meet though? We still haven't heard what happened.
I was just getting out of a relationship that wasn't healthy, and I'm a pretty positive person and everything.
Yeah.
And it was getting too heavy, and I just, as much as I know I was supposed to be there and support, I couldn't take it. And a developer friend of mine was like, Bobbie, like, just you gotta go. And I was like, I can't. He's like, you just have to. I was like, and then it came to a point where I said, you know what, I do. I have to break up. And he's like, okay, he's a developer. And he's like, I got this property we're going to tear down soon. Like, it was a very nice house. And he's like, do you want to rent it out for now, just so I can see out? And I was like, okay, let's do it. So I rented the property, and there was 2 units in the house. I was like, well, I don't need 2 units. It's just myself and a cat.
Right.
I was like, yeah, like, sure, rent it out. Like, see if anybody needs it. And well, Jenny and her friend rented it out.
Now,
Wow.
his put him in that building. My friend put me in that building. So we had no decision. We had no choice. We were just following. Other people were placing us there. That's why we said it was God.
Right.
God,
Now they they weren't trying to
They
play
didn't.
matchmaker either. They
No.
didn't even know about the. Okay.
No, they had no idea.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's go. Come, give it to us now.
And I was also on the thing where I was like, you know what? I just want to be alone. I just want to be myself, and then just no pressure or anything. And
Right.
I had some time alone, got to breathe a little bit, and finding out that that things are bright and really good. And then I met Jenny, and
Well, that's when the landlord thought my friend and I were a couple, her and I.
Oh, okay.
He thought we were a lesbian couple. So he thought I was
Right.
at that time. So we thought,
I thought we're just friends.
we're neighbors, chit chat, whichever else.
Yeah.
And then we started chit chatting more and more. And then we had a dinner. She says, my roommate said, okay, we don't have any, we don't have any friends.
Uh-huh.
We just moved this place. So let's invite the neighbor over.
Okay.
Well, who knocks at the door? 2 minutes before he knocks the door, I'm repeating, respectful man, decent man, playful man, honest man.
Yeah.
Him for bring him to me.
Right.
In 30 seconds, there was a knock on the door. He showed up. I'm thinking, no, where's the big ballroom?
Yeah.
Where's the wine glass? Where is the departing of the people? No. So the nurse dinner, we chatted. She asked him a billion questions, and every question I heard the answer to was like, oh. Ooh, I enjoyed the answers to the questions.
We found out we had a lot in common.
Yeah. But the roommate was the one asking the questions, though, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
She's a curious person.
Now, but she wasn't asking to help you. She was just asking because she's a curious person.
Probably a little of both.
Both. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. She already had someone for her in her sights.
Okay.
And I was single. I'm like, nah, I'll just listen to, the conversation, how it was. Because I was on the side listening.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So, Bobbie, what are you thinking at this time?
I'm like, okay, I have some decent neighbors that we can get along with. They're obviously a couple, so we'll just. Yeah. I like this. This is okay. And then I like to hang out in the forest. I like to spend a lot of time in the forest. I know a lot of plants and medicines and such. And so that conversation came up, and Jenny asked, she's like, "Oh, do you think we can go for a walk and you can show me some things one day?" I said, "Absolutely."
Okay. Well, you know what? Hold on. I told you folks it's going to get a little hot here. So we're going to take a quick break. You're watching I Am Love of the Show with Casper and Cheryl and our special MVP guest in studio. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll find out what happened in the forest when we get back. Just a moment.
We were done. Not angry anymore, just done. That's the part nobody warns you about. When the fighting stops and there's just nothing.
I sat in that kitchen every night after he went to sleep, wondering if this was what the rest of my life looked like.
Then one night, everything changed. I can't explain it in a way that makes sense to anyone else, but someone was there, and they handed me a book.
I had my own moment. Different room, different night, same thing. I started to see him again. Not the man I was angry at, the man God designed him to be.
Every page was like a mirror, showing me who I was supposed to be for her, and how far I'd drifted. We didn't just fix our marriage.
We found our purpose.
Every marriage has a Bill of Rights.
We're here to help you find yours.
All right, we are back with the I Am Love Builder Show with Casper and Cheryl. We have our special MVP guest in studio with us, Bobbie and Jenny Bingham. And we were headed to the forest, or at least he was talking about the forest. And you're like, oh boy, Let's go.
The forest it's okay. We took a stroll and we started chit-chatting, and the conversation was nice. And
I'm a nature fanatic, and
Okay.
anything to do when you're walking, you know what's going on, what's healing, what's nutritious, what is
Yeah.
there.
Mhm.
That itself
Okay.
just is steamy for me.
Yeah.
Now we start walking towards there, and oh wait, okay, picture this. It's a Saturday afternoon. We haven't spoken for like 2 weeks, and out of the blue, I just knock on his door, and he looks at me. Hi. And I say, yes. Remember when you were talking about that nature walk and you tell me about those trees and stuff? He goes,
Mhm.
yeah. I said, well, can you show me today? And this is his reaction. And I'm thinking, does he think I'm too forward? Does he think I'm a psycho? Does he think I'm bossy? Do I look spooky? Do I look pushy?
Yeah.
They're thinking all of these things.
Yeah.
And he-
Yeah.
okay. I'm thinking, uh-oh, should I be afraid? Does anybody know where I am? All these thoughts are in my mind. And then he goes, all right. He closes the door.
sorry.
I was there. He closed the door. I'm waiting. I don't know how to 2-3 minutes. I'm thinking
I'm
maybe
sorry.
he's being nice. Maybe I should walk away. Maybe I asked too much.
I didn't know I
Maybe
shut the door.
he's
I'm so sorry.
oh, now I realize. Maybe I should go over. And I start going through all these thoughts again.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, what if he's a bad guy? What if I should be worried? Maybe I should tell somebody where I am. Maybe, and after he opens the door, he's ready. I'm like, okay. I do a quick scan. There's nothing on his hands. He's not carrying a strange bag or plastic. Okay, I think I'm safe. So
Whoa.
yeah, all these thoughts ran through my mind. So
Yeah.
we're walking, great conversation. Anything and everything just comes out. And then we're walking into the bush, and we're going down the trail. I'm thinking, okay, this is pretty interesting. And he goes, oh, wait. I'm thinking, oh, I'm done. I'm done. He goes, you want to know about nature? Oh, yeah. So he's pointing out wild carrots. He's pointing out those things there, the furry things there, and then the juice on it, and goes helps with healing or whatnot.
Cattails.
Cattails. I want to say something else, but I don't know if that's right for this language. So
Okay.
and he's pointing all these things out, and he's demonstrating, and it's like, oh, awesome. And just because of that, I just feel nature.
Yeah.
The heat, his passion, his joy, and because
a
of
lot.
that, ooh.
And Bobbie, what were you thinking when all this was going on?
Well, by the time I got excited about some of the plants and things I was finding, I was like, oh, she thinks I'm a geek. She just thinks I'm a hippie or something. And
Easter egg
I was like,
hunting.
whatever. She plays on that side. It's not like, we're friends, I guess. And yeah.
To run around, find all these fantastic wild vegetables type. So carried it in his hat, carried it in his shirt. I carried
wasn't
it and
prepared to
watched
grab
him.
anything. Yeah. We stumbled across like an abundance of wild things, and it was a lot of fun.
So that was the day. Now the night came around. He had
Okay.
friends over, and we decided there's like decide, hey, you want to have a fire? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so we all went aside. We had a fire. It was a nice evening.
Wait, fire. Okay, it's just grass.
Yeah.
There is no fire pit.
I made a fire.
There is,
You made a fire pit.
Yeah, I made
he
a
put
fire.
a stick
Anyway,
on the ground and start burning it.
a few sticks. It was a fire. Okay.
It was
Few
very
logs,
well
so-
contained though, but it was just a
Okay.
stick on grass, and it was good.
So we're all conversing, and Jenny had her hair straightened that night, and it looked pretty. And her friend kept saying, "Hey, her hair feels really soft. You should touch it." And I was like, "I can see it. It looks very nice." And she's like, "Okay." And then she kept insisting. I touched it through the night, and it was a little bit weird. I'm like, And I was like, "Oh, okay, is it okay if I touch your hair?" And she's like, Jay said yes. I said, okay.
So he's wondering why my so-called girlfriend keeps
Mhm.
telling him to play
You're
with.
right to say.
He's good.
Oh, now hold on, Bobby. At this time, you still didn't know that she was uh, straight or whatever.
I thought they were a couple.
Okay.
So I was like, okay. I got behind her and started.
playing with my hair in the back of the neck. I didn't know how magical touch his hands was. So I
Mhm.
was sitting down and then he's just touching it. Oh yeah. And then my whole body just smelled like,
It was just
and my head fell into his hands.
Uh,
and I was just looking
then he
at
says, "Huh, maybe she is straight."
the way she melted in my hands. My thoughts of her kind of changed instantly, and I was like, she's absolutely lovely. And just seeing the reflection of the fire on her neck and everything, I still kept proper and respectful, and I instantly had the biggest crush on her.
Mm.
I was like, oh, then,
So then I found out later, we had finished the night, going to put everything away in the garage.
Mm-hmm. Put the fire out.
put the fire
Put the
out.
fire, yeah,
Call it a
absolutely.
night.
Put the fire out, call it night. And then we're just chatting a little bit more. It's like, interesting. A couple more times we chatted and hung out. And then me not realizing that he thinks I'm with her.
Right.
One day I realized, yeah, he's kind of cute. And, well, definitely cute, hot, interesting, everything of the above. So I let it slip out. It's like, yes, we were chatting over some music or whatnot. It's like, yeah, my ex, he was really impatient. Oh, well, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I said X.
Uh-oh.
E.
Okay. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. That's good stuff. We're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we're going to hear the X, but also we want to know, so when was that? You don't have to answer now. When was that and what's been happening since then? We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with I Am Love Builder Show, Casper and Cheryl, and our special guest in studio. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Let's rewind thousands of years to a time before money existed. How did people pay? A sack of wheat? Some heavy metal? Or maybe a live chicken? Trying to fit a chicken in your wallet? Not ideal. Luckily, financial revolutions followed one another, bringing us to the present day. And today, a new revolution begins. Miracle Pay. So, what is Miracle Pay? It's your innovative, secure, and transparent way to accept payments in any cryptocurrency. Why blockchain? Because it's decentralized. No more bank bureaucracy, no more endless paperwork. And security? It's not controlled by a few guys in a suit. It's secured by hundreds of millions of people across thousands of nodes worldwide. With Miracle Pay, you can get paid anywhere. Whether you're selling ice cream on a glacier in Alaska, or selling hot tea in the middle of the Sinai Desert. We might question your business model, but never your payment system. 24/7 security, 99.9% uptime, and support for over 100 wallets. Miracle Pay is your trusted blockchain partner. Join Miracle Pay today. Integrate the future of payments into your business right now.
All right, we are back with the I Am Love Builder Show, Casper and Cheryl. We have our special MVP guests in studio, Bobbie and Jenny Bingham. And so you guys are hilarious.
We have a lot of fun. Thank you.
Did you have a question?
No, I just wanted to know. So, at what point, Bobbie, were you starting to think, maybe she's not what I thought she was? Maybe she is single, and
Available.
maybe she and I could get together.
Available, yeah.
Well, when we had the conversation and, words are flowing, and she kind of quickly said X and he really quickly. And I caught that. I was like, so there has been a he, X.
At least one, right?
Lady now for whatever reasons. So it made it a little difficult because my crush on her kind of grew really big. I was like, oh, wow, but I didn't want to interfere if something was going on. So I was like, well, this is a big tease. I'm like, it's like something you just, and I was like, okay, we'll be good. Like we'll continue to be friends. And
so there's times during this where I end up going out for luncheons, speed dating luncheons, or got out with groups of friends who were dancing, getting to know new people. And I'd go out with these cute little dresses or late at night or whatnot, because we have like a live band.
Right.
Yeah, and I saw her the one time, and she was looking pretty cute, and I was like, oh, hey, Jenny, how you doing? What are you up to? And she's like, oh, I'm just going out to see some friends. And that moment, I was like, oh, well, there's absolutely, it's like I missed my chances. I believe this is one after I found out that you and Andrea were not together. Mm. So then I got all excited. I was like, oh, there's a chance. And yes, then when I heard you were going out with your friends and stuff, I was like, shucks.
You missed that. Yeah.
I had no idea. So I was just going out here, going out there, getting to know people, because I wasn't searching. I wasn't hunting, just getting to know people, because it was a new city that I moved to.
Right.
And then somehow in the mix, we went out for a night walk.
Yes.
And then we started chatting a little bit more, and it was nice.
We went to the beach, didn't we?
Yes, there was a time I went to the beach to actually watch the stars, because in the city, can't see the stars.
Can't see them,
right?
So, the stars was there, walking the beach. It was really nice until a whole bunch of birds was flocking out of the water when you're walking on the docks. Had no idea that there were spirits there. I think I cracked and broke a finger.
She's got a grip.
Yes. But no, so nice little fun things happen in that sense. And then just one day we're walking the evening again, and he was started to kind of like touch hands a little bit. I'm like, ooh, ooh. And hang on to hands, like, ooh. So I thought, oh, okay, I don't mind this. This is nice. Yeah. So that's how that portion of it all started.
And then
and that was how long ago?
2 years?
Almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Like next month.
Right.
Yeah. So not too long ago.
So that was the beginning of it. And then I said, this is about, a month that we started hanging out almost every day, every couple of days. It's okay. I understand we just started seeing each other, chatting. I'm going to be gone for a few months, and it's understandable if you just want to part, because we're just starting to talk to each other.
Yeah.
I had to take care of my sister. She had surgery, and
You're gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bobbie, what did you say about that?
Oh boy. I said, well, if you're coming back in 2 months, you're definitely worth waiting for.
Oh, he's too humble. He did this.
Oh. I think I did.
You're worth waiting for.
Oh, okay.
He did that. He's too humble, but he did that. that is Summit. That is like all in. Yeah, I remember it
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah.
So,
He's-
Bobbie, you waited, huh?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
We still spoke on the phone and we were still in contact.
And when my sister was healthy enough that I could leave for 2 days ish,
Yeah.
out of the blue, about a month and a half in,
Mhm.
I popped over, but I didn't tell him.
Ah.
I worked late. It was in the evening. It was dark, and I pulled in the driveway, and I was like, "Jenny's car's here." I was like, "Jenny's here." I was like, kid, all excited and stuff. And I came in, and then I heard talking with Andrea and amongst you guys, and I was like, "Okay, maybe she's pretending to not be here." And I was like,
Oh.
"All right, I'll just get dinner going."
Yeah.
See what's going on, and what was that? Your friend and your sister came around. It was like, "Oh, hi, I'm Jenny's sister." And I was like, "Oh, nice to meet you." And she's like, "Yeah, no, Jenny's not here. I borrowed her car to come say hi to Andrea. And she couldn't make it. She's up there and stuff." And I was like, "These guys are weird." I was like, "No, this is us." I was like, why would you come all the way down? And I was like, "Oh, okay, Jenny's probably not there." So I knew she was, but since she wasn't there, I wasn't gonna go down and ask for her. So I kind of
Played it smooth.
waited her out, and before long, she knocked on the door, and wow,
They would say, "Hey, surprise!" He's like, of course, big hugs and everything else. That
gave me a
word.
huge hug. Yeah,
Yes.
amazing.
A big hug where you think you're gonna break somebody's ribs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
I was
before that.
I was really trying to do that to him.
Awesome.
So, at one point, did you guys actually solidify your relationship? And it was like, okay, we are a couple, no doubt about it.
Think it was probably about 2 weeks in we knew there was something there about 2 weeks in. And during the day we split ways. She has work, I have work, and I'm at work. I was like, "Oh no, like Bobbie, you said no." And I know on Jenny's side, she was saying that she wasn't getting involved, that we were both like, "No, this can't happen," and everything else. And I was like, "Okay, Bobbie, don't let it happen." And as soon as I said that, I was like, "There's no way I'm stopping this." Like the energy, like with Jenny is just like unbelievable. And I was like, whatever I said before, I don't care. Like this isn't normal. God has definitely put us together for this. She's so wonderful. It was about 2 weeks in, we knew to know something. Like we were obviously.
It was super strong. It was strange. It was everything just fell into place nicely. We had a disagreement. We'd talk about it, think about it. We would agree with other things. We compliment each other. When I was fumbling over whatever, he'd be there just to protect me from falling or change my words. Or if I was frustrated, he'd be there. Okay, listen to everything else. Like, whoa, I never had this type of support, this type of caring, this type of protection. Like, whoa, I like this. I'm gonna keep this.
All right. Well, we have blown past a break, and I don't want to stop now. So let's just go into what you do, Jenny, because that's how we met online. You were, we were in a different networking group or something. We connected, and you were telling me about some of the work you do as a sensual coaching expert, or how would you classify yourself?
I am a life coach who specializes into intimacy. So I'm the intimacy reset coach.
Reset coach.
Okay.
All right.
All right. That's pretty good.
And you have a website called sensualcoaching.org.
Correct.
All right. So we will take another break here in about 4 minutes, but tell us about actually, I'm going to try to pull up that website while you're talking.
So how did you get to that?
Yeah,
what made you decide to not just be a life coach, but be a life coach that specializes in intimacy reboot?
Yeah.
Well, it began when the pandemic was actually proven to cause so many separations and divorce because people were spending so much time together and not realizing how to spend it together effectively, full of fun,
Mhm.
full of connection,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
became frustrated. So by helping mainly those midlife couples who, after all, just feel like they're falling apart, they're drifting away from each other.
Mhm.
Well, I realized I was in that position too, without anyone to speak to go to, without any guidance. And I, with research and trials and errors and going through the process and realizing, hey, this is turnable. Well, I was able to shift things around and help others while they were in a process of, they still care for each other, yet they're not knowing, not able to do
Mhm.
that little shift that mounts so much to the
Mhm.
relationship. Instead of going down, it goes up in a more lively method. So
Mhm.
as you see in the website, there's some video testimonials, there's some written testimonials, and because it's private, we only have their initials with their
Mhm.
place of work.
Yeah.
Um, mhm. So it's the fact of recognizing within themselves what they're missing, what they're shy of pronouncing, and
Right.
what they're willing to share. And sometimes with a mediator, sometimes with just a couple of tips and techniques. Some
Mhm. Mhm.
be simple, some things would be just pushing them out of their comfort zone just as much as they want. So
Okay.
then everything reboots altogether with the, well, intimacy reset methods.
Okay. All right. That sounds very good. And we have a break now?
We've got 3 more minutes.
Oh, okay. So here's my question, because I like what you're saying, what you're doing, because we run into couples and it breaks our heart. Couples who've been married for 20, 30, 40 years. And the moment that they are empty nesters, they start talking about divorce.
Yeah.
I'm like, you have invested all of this time and energy into each other, and now you want a divorce. And a lot of it is because they didn't keep their connection
Mm,
during the years of raising their children and taking care of their families.
exactly. And that's the main thing that was noticed. They forgot how to pay attention within themselves and each other. So
Correct.
as they grew as a person, well, it
Hmm.
was not put together. How will they grow together? As they concentrated on separate things in order to make the household work, well,
Hmm.
making their relationship grow and work and
Hmm.
be spicy in that sense. There's
Right.
some people who are looking to, how do I flirt again? While
Right.
others, it's like,
Right.
how can I be a different person and
Hmm.
still just add some interest in our dynamics? And
Right.
these are the things that could just add a little light. Sometimes, I'll give you a little example of this woman who, well, I'm going to say, she was too nervous to say to her other half she wanted to be put around in a blanket and tucked in like a little kid. She
Hmm.
was nervous to tell that to him because she was afraid of being judged.
Mm.
So by going through the process and different things with her, she finally was able to get the courage to share that with him. And he totally adored that, loved that. And absolutely. So often he would make sure she's nicely tucked in. And by doing that, she felt loved. He knew that he was putting her in such a comfortable state that the rest of the night, well, I'm not going to
Yeah.
mention it here, but it was the night.
you know, guys are simple creatures. So you just tell us what you want, and if we can do it, we'll do it, and then life is good, right?
That's right.
And that's the other aspect is sometimes women are not sure.
Yeah.
So often that we externalize making sure, okay, everyone's fed, everyone's happy, everyone's clothed, everyone's all set. But then to think, well, what do we enjoy the most? Some
Hmm.
people it's having their feet rubbed. Some people it's being
Right.
tickled. Some people it could be being tucked in at bed. But
Right.
if we don't know, if the woman doesn't know because she never had a chance to experience, So I go through processes where there's experiential moments to really see what is something that maybe discovered in an innocent way.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so we're going to take another quick break, and this is our last break. When we come back, we want to hear some of the strategies that you share with folks, some tips and strategies on how to enhance or increase their intimacy in their marriage or relationship. All right, you are watching I Am Love Builder Show with Casper and Cheryl. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Winning with Love. We're your hosts, Casper and Cheryl Stockham, and we are so glad that you've joined us today.
I'm going to let her talk. She's going to talk about twice as much as I am. So get all your words out.
I see you and you see me. Oh, sparks are flying.
It all depends on how we give our body what it needs to do what it needs to do.
Thank you. That's the crux of my book. Well, no, they leave, or either they like, I'm finna break her.
Right.
You're gonna break me now. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I was sitting in my car at a grocery store and was hit with a stray bullet. Like I said, luckily the police were there, and I went through a few, literally what they call life-saving surgery.
All right, we're back with the I Am Love Builder Show, Casper and Cheryl, and we have our special MVP guests in studio with us, Bobbie and Jenny Bingham. So Jenny, give our audience some really juicy, exciting things they can do to help enhance their intimacy with their partner.
But before you say that, I want to give you a scenario, because we just had a workshop a couple of months ago, and we had a young lady, mother of 2 boys, and she has now poured her whole life into it because they're still young little boys. And we were talking in our workshop, and she could remember what it was that she liked. She could remember what her hobbies used to be. She could remember, she could tell you about the boys, she could tell you about her husband, but she lost herself in raising her family. So how does your system help people to reconnect with themselves so that they can embrace intimacy with their spouse?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, this will come with a scenario that happened to myself. So basically what happened is during summer when I was in my early 20s, I was at a beach party. And what happened was we ran out of some snacks. So a friend and I were going to go to the store and get the snacks. It was his vehicle. All right, fine. And I was getting it. So we're driving out there. What happened was his vehicle had a shag rug. I'm wearing t-shirt, shorts. It's summertime. We're great. We're driving. It's a back road. It's bumpy, bumpy, bumpy. Now, I had no idea that the shag rug, the soft little ends would tickle. And as every bump was going through, it would tickle. It's like, oh. But it did more than tickle.
Yeah.
I didn't tell him. I kept that to myself. But with that accent, I realized, different textures, different materials. So then for the women to figure out what is something that she likes or enjoys or is curious about.
Right.
Well, what is different type of materials that are available?
Right.
It could be, for example, a pearl necklace touching the skin. It could be silk, when you put on a silk shirt or a silk nightie.
Right.
It could be anything that could be furry that's just soft. So having a chance to just experiment.
Experiment, yeah.
So that would be one example of how I would encourage her just to try out a couple different things. And when she finds something that's interesting, well, then ask her husband, can you see how it goes along my back? And then let nature take its course as it goes.
Right.
So that's one example there. Another thing that is just fun and playful is what I call the finger walk method. Now, some people might go right, their heads in a different direction. No, this is innocent. Anytime, anywhere, public or not, you're able to do this. So the goal, as he takes a deep breath.
So, here we go.
This is how good it is. I'll demonstrate. The goal is to get their attention. So let's say we're sitting down at a restaurant or whatnot, and he's looking at the menu. I just kind of have my fingers that are walking up his arm, and I'm just going getting his attention for him to look. And when he looks, I can decide to poke his nose, his ears, put him close to me, just the finger walk. And then what happens is every time the finger touches skin or touches shirt or makes that type of contact, at an atom level, there's electricity that starts. And that actually brings the two people together.
And suddenly you're not thinking about steak anymore.
There you go.
Think about takeout.
Right now.
So those two are examples for some of the people who are more modest. There are other examples out there, but those are the favorite ones because it's something that could be used anywhere.
Yeah. And they're simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of these are simple. You know, we were doing another workshop, and this couple had been married for, I don't know how long they've been married, maybe 10, 15 years or so. And he said, I just need to be nice to my wife. Yeah, that was.
That
doesn't help.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like what you're saying because those two things you just shared in couples who've had a breakdown in reconnecting with each other, those are very simple and doable events.
Yeah. And if you're so, you know, if you get so busy with the kids, you know, kids are you put everything into the kids and you really don't spend any time together. You don't even spend any time sitting on the couch together and just hanging out. Even if you're not doing any, I mean, you know, you're not
your destination is not intimacy as an intercourse, but maybe it's just sitting there
hanging out
and you're just holding hands.
Yeah.
Don't do that anymore. They have gotten so far apart, they have forgotten how to just sit and just rub his fingers or hold his hands or rub her shoulder, do the finger walk.
And it's really, sorry.
Go ahead.
It's really sad, like you were saying before, like after the kids moved out, they're empty nesters, they kind of lost it, which is really unfortunate because now it's your time. You have all the time together.
Right.
But it's kind of starting at like step one again. It's like, I don't know. I know that'll never happen, but
yeah. But yeah, those things that you are presenting and offering are so needed because we run into couples who, Casper, like you said, they've poured everything into raising their children and they have forgotten to connect with self, let alone as husband and wife, and you begin to lose that. And it doesn't have to be complicated.
No, it can be complicated. That could be really interesting if they wanted to, but a lot of times we start with the simple parts and then just grow or evolve from there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Learning how to rediscover each other.
Exactly. Exactly.
So we tell couples you know what, take a shower together once a week or
We
more.
do very often, and that's kind of where we get a lot of our best chats out.
Yeah, conversation moments.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people say, well, our shower's not big enough. Okay, well, that's a project, right?
Get
Get a bigger shower.
As a matter of fact, when we were looking for our home, or even when we were looking at apartments, that's the number one thing Casper wants to check. Is the shower
big enough?
Gonna be big enough for the two of us? Or is the bathtub, can we both fit in that tub, standing or sitting? Can we fit? And like you said, a lot of times it's just conversation. Sometimes we're just brainstorming.
Yep.
And then sometimes there are moments when we actually don't say anything.
Right.
But we're together.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then the power of touching, washing each other is the atom, right down to the atoms, electrified, and it makes the connection even stronger.
Oh yeah, and we wash each other's back and stuff, and I shampoo her hair sometimes, which is interesting.
He was just combing my hair the other day.
Yeah.
Well, about 2 hours ago. 3 minutes straight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jenny, thank you so much for what you're presenting. We'd like to give out our contact information.
Yeah, it's on our website. If they go there, they can schedule some time to chat with her. Essentialcoaching.org. That's the website that we pulled up earlier. They can go there and check her out. It's also on the screen at the bottom. So yeah, I highly recommend you do that.
Thank you guys for being with us today.
Thank you guys so much. It was nice to meet you.
Thank
Absolutely.
you for having us.
Absolutely. Oh, now where are you guys located again?
Ottawa, Ontario, Canada.
Ottawa, Ontario,
Canada. We
Canada.
have met so many couples from Canada. We have got to make that a destination.
Yeah.
Come on over. Yeah.
We have a spare room.
Okay. Awesome. Hey guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Folks, you've been watching I Am Love Builder show with Casper and Cheryl. And our goal really is for you to become love builders. Yeah, become love builders. Yeah, that thing. We want you to become love builders because, that's where it all starts, right? It starts with building love. It starts with really focusing on that. And when you do that, a lot of great things happen, right? For your business, for your marriage, for your relationships with your kids and for your family and everything else. So become love builders with us. It's very simple. All you have to do is go to iamlovebuilders.net, click on the banner at the top. It looks similar to this. Take the Love Builders Pledge. It only takes a minute. Hit submit, and you are officially a love builder. You're going to get some information in the mail, in the email from us regarding that. All right. So thank you, folks, for joining us, and we will see you on the next show. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.